Rescue workers are battling heavy rain and blocked roads after at least 4 people were killed and dozens reported missing after flash floods and landslides swept through parts of India's northern Himalayan state of Uttarakhand. The flood struck Dharali, a village in a Tarkashi district and a popular stop on the way to the Hindu pilgrimage town of Gangotri, after a sudden surge of muddy water mixed with debris engulfed the valley on Tuesday. The flooding was triggered by intense monsoon rains, which continued to lash the region into Wednesday, complicating rescue efforts. Al Jazeera understands that among the missing are at least 8 soldiers from a nearby army base, while more than 190 people have been rescued. Telephone lines remain damaged, and communication with the affected area is limited. Roads leading to the village have either collapsed or been blocked by large boulders, according to local official Prashant Arya. A large part of the village is engulfed in mud, he told the news agency Reuters. Some areas are covered up to 15 meters deep, enough to bury entire buildings. The Indian Army said it is leading efforts to find approximately 50 people still unaccounted for. Mohsen Shah of the National Disaster Response Force said the search for the missing is continuing. The Army's Central Command confirmed that additional military columns have been deployed, along with tracker dogs, drones, and heavy earth-moving equipment. Military helicopters are delivering supplies, including medical aid, and evacuating those stranded. Mobile and electricity towers were swept away by the floodwaters, forcing authorities to issue satellite phones to rescue teams. Television footage showed torrents of dark, debris-filled water crashing through Dharali, sweeping away buildings and roads as residents fled for their lives. A video shared by the office of Uttarakhand's chief minister showed parts of the village buried under mud. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami confirmed that about 130 people had been rescued by Tuesday night, and that helicopters were ready to deliver relief supplies to remote areas cut off by the flooding. People didn't understand what was happening. The floodwaters hit them in 15 seconds, Suman Semwal told the Indian Express, recounting how her father, watching from a neighboring village upstream, saw the flood hit with a thud and unimaginable magnitude. The Indian Meteorological Department said that water levels in all major rivers in Uttarakhand had risen above the danger mark. Residents have been relocated to higher ground due to rising water levels caused by the incessant rains, the Indian Army said in a statement. Hydrologist Manish Shrestha said 270 millimeters of rainfall recorded in 24 hours qualifies as an extreme event, particularly dangerous in mountainous regions where such rainfall has a more concentrated impact. Shrestha, from the International Center for Integrated Mountain Development in Nepal, added that such intense rainfall events are becoming more frequent and could be linked to the climate crisis. Meanwhile, more than 100 people are missing and at least one has died after a cloudburst triggered devastating flash floods in the northern Indian state of Uttarakhand. Rescue operations are underway in a Tarkashi district after a massive wave of water surged down the mountains into Dharali village on Tuesday, submerging roads and buildings in its path. About 190 people have been rescued so far in the affected region, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami said. A cloudburst is an extreme, sudden downpour of rain over a small area in a short period of time, often leading to flash floods. Damaged roads and heavy rain have hampered rescue teams trying to reach Dharali. Dhami flew in by helicopter on Wednesday and met some of the affected families. Weeks of heavy rain have pounded Uttarakhand, with a Tarkashi home to Dharali village, among the worst hit by flooding. The flood struck on Tuesday around 13:30 India time, 8 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, causing the Kirganga River to swell dramatically and send tons of muddy water crashing down the hills. Dharali is a summer tourist spot 2 kilometers from Harsal, home to a major Indian army base and an Indo-Tibetan border police camp. At least 10 soldiers stationed at the army base are also missing, officials said. Rescue efforts are slow due to heavy sludge and debris, but officials have deployed helicopters to aid operations. The sludge has also blocked part of the Bhagirathi River, which becomes India's holiest river Ganges once it travels downstream, forming an artificial lake that has submerged large areas, including a government helipad. Officials worry that if this water is not drained out quickly, it can pose a serious threat to towns and villages downstream. Schools have closed in parts of the state. Meanwhile, India's army said 150 troops had reached the town, helping to rescue about 20 people who had survived the wall of freezing sludge. A massive mudslide struck Dharali, triggering a sudden flow of debris and water through the settlement, the army said. Images released by the army, taken from the site after the main torrent, showed swathes of the town swamped mud and deep debris, and a slow-moving muddy river still flowing through the town. Search and rescue efforts are ongoing, with all available resources being deployed to locate and evacuate any remaining stranded persons. An army spokesperson, Sunil Bartwal, said. The Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, expressed his condolences and said that no stone is being left unturned in providing assistance. Deadly floods and landslides are common during the monsoon season from June to September, but experts say the climate crisis, coupled with urbanization, is increasing their frequency and severity. The UN's World Meteorological Organization said in 2024 that more intense floods and droughts are a distress signal for what is to come as climate breakdown makes the planet's water cycle ever more unpredictable. Uttarakhand, which has mountainous and often unstable terrain, has faced several major monsoon-related disasters in its recent history. In 2013, flash floods in Kedarnath killed 4,127 people, and in 2021, a glacier burst triggered an avalanche in Chamoli, killing over 200. Harjeet Singh, a climate activist and founding director of Sadat Sampada Climate Foundation, said the tragedy was caused by a deadly cocktail. Global warming is supercharging our monsoons with extreme rain, while on the ground, our own policies of cutting hills, unscientific, unsustainable, and reckless construction, and choking rivers for so-called development are destroying our natural defenses, he said.